opportunity to present a report. Dear colleagues, bring to your attention report on the topic modeling of ecophobic tendencies of consciousness of higher education students. The authors of the study are Oksana Klochko, Vasyl Fedorets, Oleksandr Mudrak, Tamara Troitska, and Vasyl Kaplinskyi. The use of digital models in education is a direction that is correlated with the goals of sustainable development. In particular, the fourth quality education and the ninth industrialization, innovation, and infrastructure. In this study, consideration of the development of environmental consciousnesses from anthropological and value positions determines the need for its understanding in the framework of anthropology and the psychology of everyday life. As such, which a manifestation of the culture and communicative nature of knowledge of specifics of ecophobic tendencies and associated cognitive and value prerequisite for the development of systematical ecophobic educational strategies. As thus, aimed at the formulation of environmental awareness and the greening of education and social culture sphere. The purpose of the study, modeling of ecophobic tendencies of consciousness of higher education students. The following methods were used in the study: environmental, anthropological, cultural applied, ecological, anthropological, and pedagogical concept, sustainable development, bridging new humanism, the doctrine of functional system of another, human nature, observation of the full extent, mood, harmony, care of oneself, integrated by people. Using the methods of mathematical and computer modeling and anthropological and ecological concepts, a model of archaic ecophobic intentions and values. This model is also formed on the basis of the application of the Fedorets Klochko test, ecophobic consciousness of the industrial era. This model is the basis for the formation of ecophobic educational strategies. This slide presents Fedorets Klochko test, ecophobic consciousness in the industrial era. The mini questionnaire consists of 5 questions. The scheme. Conceptual scheme of the semantic structure of the Fedorets Klochko test, ecophobic consciousness of the industrial era, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the figure indicates the questions number in the test. The structure of test questions with the formation of 10 hierarchy correlates with the concept of pyramids of needs. Hierarchical model of human needs are Maslow. According to this concept, Maslow is our test. The first 2 questions number 1, number 2, reflect the psychological needs underlying the pyramid. The 4th and 5th questions, number 4 and number 5, illustrate the needs for security. The 3rd, number 3 question corresponds to the need for belonging, friendship, love, communication. Defining in this methodology is that ecophobic tendencies represent in the format of the model as the basis for the development of ecophobic strategies. Consider the development model of archaic ecophobic intentions and values, which is formed on the basis of analysis and interpretation of the result of the Fedorets Klochko test, ecophobic consciousness of the industrial era. This test reflects ecophobic and ecophilic intentions and the corresponding value and anti-values. This model has several successive layers in this consists of a core and 2 layers. 1 layer, vital anthropological core. 2 layers, pathological center of ecophobic transformation of consciousness. 3 layer, ecophobic consciousness, ecophobic intentions and values, and ecophobic cultural tendencies. The core vital anthropological layer of this model reflects the basic written intentions and values and accordingly is formed by three components. One component individual security and potential, two components food security, individual and collective, three components collectivism, collective security. We call this nucleus vita anthropological because in this vitality of man and human nature are reveled in the corresponding aspirations. Using digital technologies, we can present the model of higher ecological intentions and values in an expanded way, presenting its quantitative characteristics. Therefore, this model also includes the following digital models. One model is Mudrak, a concept of determining ecophobic and intentions and values. And three scales reflect two models, cluster models of ecophobic intentions and values. These digital components were developed as a result of experimental research. As a study, in order to determine ecophobic intentions and build the above digital models, the Fedorets test the ecophobic consciousness of the industrial age was this was the scheme, structural and logical scheme of formation of ecophilic strategies. Matrix of consent for determining ecophobic intentions and values, and three scales that reflect them. This matrix is formed by conducting expert assessments to determine the significance phase of each operation of the Fedorets for the consciousness of the industrial. It's a system of base of vital intentions and human values which include one, individual security and potential, two, food security, individual and collective, three, collectivist, socialism, and collective security. The authors of the article and industry experts provide part of the information of products. Take into account and develop ecophobic educational strategies. What's the model of ecophobic intention and values? In summary, we note that this model can be presented in the format of three leading trends. One trend, ecophilic, this cluster 0, 65%. Two trends, ecophobic is 27%. This cluster 2, 12%, and cluster 3, 15%. And trend number 3, environmentally indifferent, this 10%. The quantitative distribution of ecophobic and ecophilic tendencies, intention and values presented in cluster model indicates to the others the significant influence of ecophobic tendencies which are almost certain. The scheme represents structure and logical of transformation of ecophobic tendencies and values and divides into ecophilic educational strategies under the influence of education and culture. The development of ecophilic educational strategies is based on the use of digital models and ecological and bio understanding of man and his consciousness and multidimensional anthropological, social, and cultural. The components of the experimental study was a survey of students of higher education institutions to develop the Fedorets Klochko mini questionnaire test, ecophobic consciousness of the industrial group. Based on the application of the digital models and other concepts and approaches, three ecophilic educational strategies have been developed. The strategies are formed in relation of the three basic vital intention and values. individual security and potential, food security, individual and collective, collectivism and collective security, and ecophobic tendencies determined by this test that correspond to them. There are the following strategies: synergetic strategies of personal security through care for the S, strategy of harmonization of need based on the care of this, a strategy of harmonization of numerous interactions. Ecophobic tendencies can have a systematic, defining, and dominant influence. Movement of the base of digital models and ecological, anthropological, and humanitarian approaches and concepts, ecophilic educational strategies represent a competence-oriented, intellectual value activity system of influences. The development of educational ecophilic strategies based on digital models contributes to the realization of sustainable development goals through the formation of a new ecologically oriented person, Homo ecologicus, and attributing future of which is ecophilic consciousness. Dear colleagues, the report is out. Thank you for your attention.